Happy Halloween! This is my witch's cackle. So of course you know Jack, but guess what? You might not know this new thing. Whoa, look at the flying bats inside. Woo! Flying around. Yeah, I got a new inflatable from DI for 15 bucks instead of 150. What a good deal. So we're helping you out today on our Unit 3 practice test, right? Awesome. There we go. Nice. So Unit 3 is graphing cubic functions, right? Here we go. So don't forget that it's shifting to the left and right, up and down, just like x to the squared power, absolute value. So this would actually be a right 4, because it's opposite what you think. So remember that the x values inside the parentheses are opposite, so if it's a negative, it's actually a plus. And so you think left 4, but it's actually right 4. And the k value, right? There's nothing there for the k value. And since there's nothing for the k value, then it's actually a plus 0. Way-oh. So this is going to be a right 4 and up 0. So that's going to be right there. And then 1/3 means wider, right? Do you remember that? If it's a fraction, wider. If it's a whole number, then narrower. So we're going to go wider. How much wider are we going to go? Let's see here. So how much wider are we going to go? Well, let's see here. Usually we go over 1, up 1. But in this case, we're going to take 1/3 of 1. And 1/3 of 1 is just 1/3, right? And so we're going to go over 1 and up 1/3. So that's really going to lay it down flat. And you're going to go back 1, down 1/3. Usually it's over 1, up 1, and down 1, back 1. Because it's 1/3, over 1, up 1/3, and down, and then back 1, down 1/3. Okay? And then we're going to go ahead for 1/3 there. And so usually we go over 2, up 8. But this time we're going to go over 2, up 1/3 of 8 probably. Let's take a look. So what if we put in the 6 into our function? What do we get? So 6 minus 4 is 2. And 2 to the 3rd power is 8. And so we have 8/3, right? 8 times 1/3 is 8/3, because you multiply straight across. And so we're going to go over 2, instead of all the way up to 8, we're going to go over 2, and we're going to be 8/3. And so what is 8 divided by 3? So 8 divided by 3. So let's see here. So 8 divided by 3 is about 2.66. What the? So 8 divided by 3 is 2.66. Good. So we're about to go over. So from the origin, we're going to go over 2, up 2.66. And so that's right there, approximately. Cool. So we have there and we have there. So we're going to go up and to the right, making it wider. And then left 2 and down 2.66. There we go. And then don't forget the domain and the range. And they're going to be the same. So the domain and range are going to be the same thing. It's going to be negative infinity to positive infinity. Way-o. Same with all of them. Domain and range, domain and range. Okay, so now we have negative. So the negative is going to flip it. Instead of going this way, it's actually going to go down and to the right. So that's what the negative is going to do. Half is going to make it go wider. Plug in a 0, you get 0. So we go back up a half, back to the origin, and then we go over to the, so we go left 1, up a half, right 1, down a half, right 1, down a half. And then we're going to half the, usually it's over 2, up 8, or in this case, because it's a negative, we'll go over 2, down 8, but then we're going to half that y value. Remember, this means to half the y value. So usually it's over 2, up 8, but we're going to go over 2, down 8. In fact, we're going to go over 2, down 8, but we're going to half that guy. So the negative for the y value, and the half, we're going to half that. So that's going to be over 2, down 4. So over 2, down 4. and back to up 4. Way-o. So there's our graph. There's our graph. Doing a transformation. Transformation. So then we're going to go left 2. So left 2, down 4. That's an easy one. Left 2, down 4. Then we go over 1, up 1, parent function, down 1, back 1. Over 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From the origin, left 2, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so there's going way down, and there's going way up. And that's just our normal parent function with the right, with the left 2 and the down 4. And we can double check and take a look, see if we did that right. Yeah, looking good to me. Okay, so then on the test, we're going to have you do end behavior and degree. End behavior and degree. This only says end behavior, but you got to do degree as well. So I'm going to write that down. So the degree for each of these is the highest power, right? So the degree is the highest power. Careful on that one. Watch out on the test. We switched them around, put them out of order. Watch out on the test. Oh, by the way, pause me. If you haven't done so, pause me and try it on your own. I forgot to tell you that with those graphing ones. You try these ones on your own now, remember? Pause me. Try it on your own. Pause me. Okay, so the degree for that one is 9. And the degree for this one, you have to figure it out. You have to multiply. So negative x to the third power times just x squared, so x squared, times just x to the first power. And so you have to add those powers, So you get negative x to the 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so why are we finding the degree? We're finding the degree because we need to know if it's even or odd, right? Is it even, up or down, or is it odd, opposite directions? Okay, so and is it positive in the front? So this is a positive, right? X to the odd power. So what is positive? It finishes off positive as you go to the right. So the end behavior is going to be down and then up. Down then up. So that also on the test could be like this. So that would still be the correct answer. Or even putting the phrase down to up. Okay, next one is negative x to the 9, which is negative x to the odd power. And that's going to go the opposite direction, right? It's going to go the opposite direction. So that's going to be up and then down. You could also write up like that and down like that. Cool. So those are our answers there. Those are our answers. Any one of those is correct. Okay, so the next one, there we go, is negative x to the 6th power. So negative x to the 6th power, what's the end behavior? So it's going to be negative, and x to the even power. And so that means down and down, down, down. And so down, down is the correct answer. Or maybe doing like a down arrow and a down arrow, something like that. Cool. Or it could be even like this actually. It could be down and then down. Cool. So those are our answers. Okay, so do not use your calculator on this section. You got to be able to look at the equation and decide, is it a line, straight line, x to the first power? Is it a parabola, x squared, right? Is it down, is it up or down? Is it down, negative x squared, negative x to the 4th, negative x to the 6th? Is it positive x squared, positive x to the 4th, positive x to the 6th? So the first one looks like a line because it's x to the first power. Can you find the line? Where's the line at? There it is. Is it positive slope? Yep, it's got a positive slope, right? Positive x to the first power, which is f. So there we go. The next one is negative x squared. Do we see any other negative x squareds? No, so that narrows it down. So negative x squared, we're looking for an upside down parabola, right? Can you find the upside down parabola? So that's going to be h. Way-o. That's going to be h. Okay, what about 7? 7 is positive x squared. So now we're looking for a parabola going up. I don't see any other ones. So can you see a positive x squared? There it is. Okay, so now we're doing negative and odd, x to the third power, right? So that means that you finish off negative. You start positive, you finish off negative, right? So that's going to be negative x to the odd power, and specifically 3 power. And so that means we should have 2 or 3 x-intercepts or curves. Let's see. So we're looking for negative x cubed. So probably we're looking for this guy, right? Because it goes up and then down. Because it's negative, it goes down. So let's see if we can find that. Not this one, no. Let's see here. Maybe no. So it could be B. That's looking like it could be B. This is down and down, so probably not that one. Yeah, so we're going to say it's probably that one. And it has 3 x-intercepts, so that's a big clue that it could be x to the third power. And so that's going to be B next. Good. And then number 9 is positive, right? It's a positive x to the third power. So that means we're kind of looking for that kind of thing, right? Down and up. So here's a down and up. Ooh, what's the y-intercept? We have a y-intercept. That's another clue, you guys. That's another clue. We have a y-intercept at -1. So that means at the end of the equation, if it's in standard form, which it is in standard form, it could have a -1 for the y-intercept. Let's see. It doesn't. It has a -2/3, but maybe it's really close. Maybe we'll come back to that one. Let's go to number 10. So number 10 has a positive x to the 4th power, as opposed to number 11, which is a negative. And so probably up, right? It's going to be up. So it could be D, but we already used D. So it could be A. Oh, A is going down. So A is going down. That's interesting. And so if it's going down, and it also has three turns. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so even though it's 4th power, it's 4 minus 1, so 3 turns. And so we're going to say that one is A. Oh, no, whoa. So that's going to actually be this one down here. Because why? Because it's going down with 3 turns. And so it's x to the 4th power minus 1 is 3 turns. And so it goes up, changes, down, changes, up, changes. So 3 turns. And it's negative, it's going down, so that's A. Number 12 is the 5th power. Maybe you have 5 x-intercepts, maybe, or 4 turns. Let's see. We have 1, maybe 2, it's hard to tell. There's 3, 4, it could be that one. It's definitely odd, right, x to the odd power. So the end behavior is definitely going to be that. And so how many turns does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it has 4 turns, so that's definitely going to be E. We can also look at the x-intercepts. 1, probably 2, probably 3, 4, 5. It's kind of hard to see. You need to zoom in on that, right? It's kind of hard to see. But we definitely have 4 turns. Okay, so last here. So we got that one. We got that one done. Go and circle them. So all we have left is B and C. And C is going up. So that means it needs to be even. And an even probably looks like it's next to the 4th power, right? Yeah, it's going up with a wiggle in it. And so that is going to, and it's wide, Yeah, so that one's definitely going to be C. And so this last one is definitely going to be, let's see here. So we got B, that was the negative one, so we already got B. And so G's left. And so maybe that y-intercept should have been -1 actually, but maybe it's -2/3. Oh yeah, here's 1. So it is -2/3, way-oh. Yeah, so that one works, because it actually is, right? Because 1's down here, and so right there must be -2/3 for the y-intercept. Okay, so there will be a matching one. That's a G. So there will be a matching one on Canvas. Let's double check our answers. Here we go. FHD. What the? FHD. BGC AE. Did we get that right? I think we got that right. So GCAE and FHDB. Good job. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll do another video. There's the front page done. Thanks for watching. See you soon.